Hello. Welcome back to more Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadow of Valentia. Let's get a move on. Get right into it. Last episode we rescued Silk, upgraded our units, and now we're all good to go. In this one, we'll get to test them out. Oh, this map. Oh, kill me now.
Look up there. Huh? That uniform.
Look, a monster in his natural habitat.
Looks like a Zophian soldier.
He has a billion defense, and he's impossible to cut through.
We'll see more of them now that we're nearing the
Is that a leather shield? Yes, it gives him 3 fucking defense. How much speed does it make him lose? None. Isn't that unfair? Yes. Isn't that like complete and utter bullshit? Yes. Oh, that's real fair. Isn't it cool that he has 10 defense on? What is this monster? Anyway, this is why we have Faye. You don't want to deal with this guy. Anyway. How do we wish to organize our troops? I'm okay with most of these people being organized as they are. Still got a bunch of 4-move losers except for Don't worry, we'll get there eventually.
Take a closer look at that soldier.
Look at that soldier.
Leather shield. It'll be difficult to land blows on him.
That's a word for it.
We could take the shield for ourselves if we manage to defeat him. I've got this.
Yeah. Simply holding an item will grant you its benefits. Oh, right. We should talk to this girl, shouldn't we? Hello.
There you are, Om.
Hey, Faye.
Hello, Faye. How's it going?
I'm doing just fine.
She's
now.
gonna simp for you,
Your face is always a bright spot in my day.
You better not have another girlfriend, or I'll stop donating to you.
Now, shall I head back out there and slay more of your enemies for you?
Slay enemies for me? I would hope you're doing it for a better reason than just me.
What better reason is there?
Oh, is that what you want? Because I'll do it. I'll fight for any cause you desire. Just promise you'll be watching, Om. Promise to look at me.
Faye, Look, just please be careful, alright?
So, for those of you that don't know, Faye was not in Echoes. She did not exist in this game whatsoever. In Gaiden. However, they added her as a bonus character. I forget if they did the same for Cliff. I want to say they did. Maybe she existed as a side character, but didn't really get to play. But no, they added her. So you could have another girl to play with early on. Which was nice. Too bad they made her insane.
Never mind.
That's okay.
Forget it. Wait, what did I do?
Tell you what I do. These support conversations also weren't in the original game, but I think that's pretty obvious.
Just say the word.
Alright, boys and girls. Let's get a walk on. There has to be a way to check this. Do I... Oh, maybe I click on it. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, it weighs 2. This weighs 3, I think. Blech. Yeah, so she actually only has 4 speed, but that's okay. That doesn't mean much against Mr. Mercenary and his douche ass. But, since we have Faye, mages are golden. The fact that they can obliterate from a range without worrying about terrain. Super nice considering this asshole's running off a freaking mountain to kill us. It's, really puts into perspective what a leather shield can make you do. Leather shields give you wings, and they make you run over mountains. So I don't feel too bad about nerfing the leather shield to only +1 defense in my FE campaign. I like how he has his own army. Who is this lone wolf nightmare of a unit? Just the Zophian army plus some brigands. This lone rider asshole just completely charging down the mountain with 13 fucking speed. I don't know. I don't know what he's on, but I want some. Anyway. Time to watch our units absolutely kick way more ass than they have any right to be kicking. Yeah, much better. Much, much, much better. That'll do. Pop. Pop. Good job, Tobin. Not sure what's up with all the crits, but, you know, I'm not complaining by any means. Pow. The crits. How about that? One thing you have to be careful about is that poor girl over here has hemorrhaged HP every time she casts a spell. So, you know, just something you gotta learn to deal with. Ow. The crits, dude.
I still have much to learn.
I know Emily had the same circumstance, but I swear this is even worse. Ow. Gray's getting whacked around a little bit. That'll be fun. He's actually running back over. We'll take it. Please don't tell me you're in the mountains. You are not in the mountains. Alright, sweet. It is so nice having an archer now. Oh, that's nice. Let's do that. Get rid of him. Nice double. Bada bing. Actually, I'm gonna give that to Or actually, will just set up unless he crits. Nope. That'll do. And that means we can give it to you. Good. Very nice experience. Gonna have Lucas charge over here to attack you. Which means we can heal you with you. Since you're nice and fast, you will not get doubled by Mr. Archer. I don't think you would have gotten doubled anyway. Interesting. I thought I turned off animations. Oh, okay. Yeah, turn off all the animations. The archer is going to attack. He only has 3 speed. She has 4 effective speed, so she'll be fine. She won't get doubled. And go for it.
Your training has paid off.
Ow. Yeah, that's why you want to make sure that you give Silk a little bit of speed early on. Really goes a long way towards protecting her survivability. I love you, Gray. Good man. And now we have plenty of time for that asshole to get his ass over here. Bye-bye. This is why you make her a mage. Because her insane attack, coupled with the fact that none of these enemies have resistance, means that she just obliterates everything. I could also attack. Yeah, sure, why not? Cool. We got some time. This hitting double 60s, it's very rare that that actually happens. And that means we can get plenty of Silk experience while waiting for this asshole to come charging at us. Let's maybe consider getting in the mountains, or maybe taking that. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Hey, go run and grab that, please. Maybe we should make do it. Alm's faster. Yeah, go grab that, and we'll use that as a position to attack this jerkwad from.
Sure, why not?
Twist my arm. Alright, we have that nice bush blocking him off. Make sure to get some more experience. Silk! Okay, how to deal with this asshole? It's a real question. As long as we can attack him away from the fort, at least we can surround him and do some damage that way. Ugh, God, he's so disgusting. No one can do damage to him is the thing. I don't know why they did this. I don't know what was wrong with them. I don't know who hurt whoever developed this. This guy existed in the first game, by the way, and he was even more insane. Or in the non-remake, the original. You know what I mean. You just make sure that he doesn't get that. And we'll make sure that we can go here. And we're going to let him come attack And if we do that, then we can have Faye walk in. Pound his ass with fire. And that would be great. Honestly, I'm okay with Lucas also just sitting here. Cliff has some decent defense, so he can do the same. He's going to go after though. Ow. Ow. At least Om's able to deal damage. But this is the magic. This is why you want at least one mage. Shit like this. For when this comes along. And yeah, the game doesn't really tell you this. Yeah, that's unfortunate. A lot of people make Cliff a mage. Because he works really well as a mage too. For a lot of the same reasons. He's fast. He hits pretty hard. Cliff does pretty good as a mage. That's who I made. That's what I made him when I first played. You can't crit me, right? No, you can't. You will beat the shit out of me, but that's okay. Ow.
Slow down.
Yes, I'll slow down. You beat me up, and that's not even a happy fight. So I'm just gonna let you continue beating up Ow. Nice dodge. Okay. Nice crit, dude. All right, put this clown down. I want to make sure I save. So yeah, that is good experience. However, honestly, that's fine. Yeah, I gotta have bomb attack. Ow. And that lets Faye get rid of him. Good shit. Leather shield. Who should get that? Either Gray or Cliff, probably.
It's nice to get stronger.
Keep building that attack, ma'am.
I'm so glad you're safe.
Her kill count is pretty silly.
The valley's clear. Still, that wasn't easy.
That wasn't too bad,
My thanks. We'll soon reach the southern outpost, which is under Deliverance control. Once we've rejoined our comrades, the fights ahead will become easier.
You say that.
I wonder what they're like.
I guess it'll become easier if we get
It's good to see you made it
her,
back safely.
but it's not going to be easier if we get Clyde.
You were stationed at the outpost.
Clyde is okay for like 2 maps, and then he falls off like a cliff.
Forgive us, Sir Lucas, but the tides turned after you left, and we were forced to abandon the outpost.
Oof.
I'm afraid Lady Claire was taken captive. Desai's men hold her there even now.
Poor Claire.
What? Claire? Gods, how could this happen?
Lucas.
This is my fault. Lady Claire is new to military command. I should have left her in more experienced hands.
Don't blame yourself, Lucas. Sir Clive sent you to Ram Village, right? You didn't have a choice. If blame lies with anyone, it's him. Regardless, standing here accomplishes nothing. We need a plan. I assume this Claire person is still alive, right? In that case, we just have to take back the southern outpost and save her.
Oh, hey! That's a great idea. Wait, what? No! How
No.
are we supposed to reclaim a fortress from trained royal soldiers?
Yeah, we got this.
But we have to find a way. Otherwise, our journey is already over. Here and now, we make our decision. Will we live our lives as simple villagers? Or will we fight on as soldiers of the Deliverance? But okay, good speech. Here. What have we got to lose? Let's do it. Great! Tobin, listen, just stop and think about this. I know it's hard, but try. Claire is a girl, and if we save a girl... Huh? You follow? I can't believe you're
60
the same
frames
man
per
who mocks
second
the fact
shoulder
that I fought
jabs.
for gold. Yes, because it's gold. This is girls. Don't you like girls? I mean, I admit they're not
God,
bad.
Gray, you're such a
You see,
disgusting
we speak the
character.
same
Way to
language,
be
so you're
such
right.
a
I don't know
pig.
what to say, except
Hey, Claire, can you move aside for a
very
second?
brave to do
Oh,
this.
sure.
to have you.
Same goes for you, Lucas.
What?
One thing, Al.
I didn't say anything.
You
What?
may be right that some of the blame lies with Sir Clive, but please.
I'm
tread
just
softly
teasing.
with this. Lady Claire is his younger sister. I'm sure
sorry.
no one's head is hanging lower than his own right now.
Oh, Lucas, I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay. Well, who should be getting that shield? I think it's either going to be Cliff or Gray. Probably Gray. If Clay gets it, or Gray gets it, not Clay. If they get it, then they both have roughly equal defense. Gray hits harder, but Cliff is more defense. That's a good point. I could do it that way. I don't know. I'd rather Gray just be better in general. The fact that Cliff hits less hard, I'd rather have Gray be just good. Tobin's always going to have bad defense, so he's just going to be sitting back with that bow range. Faye will be happy. Faye hits like a truck. Soak, do you want anything? We could also give her the leather shield. It's not a terrible idea, actually. I think I'm just going to give you an orange. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's get a move on. To go beat up the Zophian army. Attack on the southern outpost. 12 of Flotsam. Now is where we start getting to the maps that are a little bit easy to look at. A lot of these maps are just really simple. Very straightforward design. Not much to them. But if you think about it, the old FE4 map is just like 18 maps stitched together. So, you know. Think about it like that. Think about it like micro Fire Emblem. Little bite-sized Fire Emblem. That soldier has a lot of attack. But that's okay. These archers are going to be rather rude. But we can handle it. How should we organize our friends? We don't really have anyone with insane movement right now. That's one of the problems with not having a cavalier or a flyer. But honestly, one of them rushing ahead doesn't really help you anyway. Because then they'll just get themselves killed. Silk can hang back. Silk can the archer. That'll do. Actually. Yeah, let's go with that.
Who goes there?
Bro goes there.
More rebels?
Damn your castle for being laggy.
Dogs learned your lesson yet?
Hell no.
We're not rebels. We're the Deliverance. Everyone, with me.
Let's just hang around towards... No, stop looking at the archers. You're gonna make it lag.
That archer is carrying a powerful bow.
Oh, has he got
We
the
should
iron bow?
only send in capable and cautious units to deal with him.
Okay. He's the one with... Oh, no, he has the steel bow. His speed sucks. However, what he's there for is if you got a flyer and you just thought to fly over the walls. He's like, haha, no. Not happening here. Alright. So this is a great situation to introduce a little mechanic I call, auto? Can I turn on auto? That exists in this game, right? Ah, tactics. Here we go. All right. So, you can slap on tactics, and when you want, you can just be like, all right, this turn looks like it's boring, and I'm not going to be doing much. Bang. 95% of the time, you don't want to use this, but on a turn like this, just go. And it does all the thinking for you. It doesn't really think, it just sort of goes. But, you know. Ah, this asshole's a little bit too fast. But that would work perfectly. So I think I'm going to do that. Alright, fake. Bang. And that means Om can come on in and clean house.
Stand back.
Pow. Pow. Rest Strike. Very good ability. If you just want to do that, like a ton of damage in one hit, very good.
Allow me.
Weapon abilities are super good. Very nice addition that definitely spiced up gameplay quite a bit.
The mother walks with me.
I want to heal, but I can't, so I won't. Alright, let's see what happens. This might be scary. Oops. Ow. That's fine. That was very smart. Yeah, we'll be fine. I'm going to be taking a little bit of a beating here, but that's okay. There's that leather shield coming in. Alright. What should we do about this little dilemma? We want to get some more kills for Tobin. Toby boy. So I think I'm just going to go bang, bang, and Tobin doesn't get anything. Perfect, just as planned.
Everything seems so much clearer.
Cliff has gotten defense like every single level up. Alright, get rid of you. I don't actually know what Faye's spell list is. I don't even know if it's good. I just thought it sounded nice to have that. Well, I guess Tobin really doesn't get anything. Fuck Tobin, you know?
Glad you're here.
Who cares about him? What an asshole. Bet he wears his underwear backwards. Alright, Tobin, go in there.
I feel the light.
Nice.
That
Oops.
wasn't that bad.
Tobin, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat my orange. What? You wanted it? No, that's too bad for you. Alright. Yeah, that's cool. Tobin will get attacked, but that's fine. Ow. Ah, that has an extra range. God damn it. You can always click on that to take a look. Yeah, it's 1 to 3, and archers have the +1. God darn it. Well, Faye can walk up and just melt. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, go for the melt strat. Melt? Melt. Beautiful.
I feel the mother's protection.
And we get that steel bow,
Hey,
which
you need to
is
heal.
quite good, but I don't think we need it immediately. Okay, buddy. Who gave you so much defense for Christmas? I hope you have enough defense for the whole classroom. That'll do.
You'd better do something about those wounds.
Yeah, you'll be
I got it.
fine. Get used to missing when you're using an archer. Get used to it. Get used to it. She can tank that. So can She has more defense than That's a good sign. Go get your level up. Oh, wait, you already got it last turn. That's right. If only I had a javelin. Oh, we can at least do the talk. Hey, buddy.
Hey, look who's here.
I'm a social.
What do you want, Tobin? Don't talk to me unless you need something. Wow, what crawled up your armor?
You know, you've been testier than usual lately. Did I do something wrong?
Nope, you're imagining it. Now how about we get back to fighting and forget all this small talk?
What? Hey, come on, Cliff. Would you just...
No. Okay, this guy is not much of a problem, but he's sitting on some supplies, which give him a dick ton of avoid. So we can throw a mage at them, and mages ignore avoid. Did I say to get a mage for the left side? Oh, no, you don't. No, 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 no. Get back here. That's a level up from. Pow.
I feel light on my feet today.
Very nice. Which lets us go and check some awful hit rates. Oh, we can't even check the awful hit rates? Come on. Darn. That's fine. Sit here and get some recovers on. Why did I do that? That's fixable. Alright, Cliff. Pow. Somebody has a lot of defense. Somebody's not going to take any damage from this, are they? No, they'll take 2. Alright, that works. That's slow and steady, alright, but we'll get there. Tobin, I'm going to wring your neck. Alright, Faye, walk over there and deal with that asshole. He's slowly getting some experience. Pow.
Stand back.
That lets me go in here, heal up Cliff. He's going to sit there and get some stuff back from the supplies, which lets me get another Tobin shot in. Only hit one of my shots and then just have Faye do it because Faye's way better. And, you know, we continue doing this nonsense. Same song and dance. Good. And that lets Tobin get back to it. Alright, Tobin, you'll get your level up eventually. You're only level 1. Let's see you get level 2. This'll work eventually.
I will take care of this.
Oh my god, no, please. Please save me. Does that give you defense? I don't think it does. Buddy, you had to miss both shots. Why? I think it would have gotten a level up if you didn't miss both. Actually. Gray. Gray can deal enough damage to offset the healing, while Tobin can shoot from a distance and have 0% chance to hit. Buddy, I swear to God. I'm gonna wring your neck. There we go. Listen, I just want to do this optimally, okay? There we go. There we go. Jeez. Now get a great level up to make up for this. Thank you. Who else needs healing? You need healing. She's half killed herself just on healing alone. Alright, we'll bring down this asshole eventually. There you go. Good job, Om. Nice. That took forever.
Hey, can the next fight be less painful?
Great, got whacked. Nice job, Cliff.
We did it! The outpost is ours!
Thank you, my brave friends. Thank you for everything. I know that my fallen comrades would say the same.
Oh, Lucas. I'm so sorry. But we'll have time to mourn later. Right now, we must find Lady Clair. She must be somewhere inside the outpost.
Yep, let's go get her. We got a Pegasus to go recruit. Make sure you take all your free goodies along the way. I told this place was built 200 years ago as defense against pirates. Not brigands, just pirates. Alright. A little bit of drinking water for us. Some discarded weaponry. There's a free iron lance over there, which is going to go straight onto Lucas. There's a rusted shield, which is bad and has to be refurbished. I think. Yeah, that's how that works. Alright, Lucas, here you go. That'll pop up your damage just a little bit. Nobody else can use it, so you'll be the best user of it for right now. Yeah, I don't think the rusted shield does anything. No, it just adds 3 weight. Worthless. However, Tobin needs an item since he ate his orange like a maroon. So I guess we'll give him some drinking water. Alright. To the war room. There's the good stuff. That is the lightning sword, which is just a straight damage upgrade, and whoever you slap that on at the current moment in time. We are, of course, going to give that straight to Cliff, because Cliff has the speed to not care about the loss of speed for it. It is also decent on Om, however, I personally find that Cliff will absolutely kick some ass with it, and his attack isn't very good. So instead, he'll just be doing a bunch of magic damage alongside Faye. And now he hits even harder, and he's still fucking fast, so I think we'll be A-okay there. Also on the docket are some more discarded weapons we don't care about. This is mostly just junk. Some cold soup, wine, ale, a table. None of these weapons are good enough for our army. There's a rusted sword there, though, which is terrible. Don't equip that on anybody. I think that also just lowers your weight. I think somehow Emily managed to get that on one of her characters. I don't know how, but it happened. So, you know, I think she, like, quick stacked or something. Like, lowered Om's speed for a little bit. She realized eventually. And finally, Claire.
Lucas, you came to rescue me. Why, how simply gallant of you. Now extricate me from this filthy and unseemly cage at once.
Yes, ma'am. We will use that cell key in a second. But there's also holy cheese. Anything else? Hard bread. There we go.
That should do it.
You there. The boy will offer a lady his hand.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say. We need a Pegasus Knight, I suppose. We could give you the Iron Lance. You're not a bad choice for it.
I say, it does feel good to move about again. I thought I might never emerge from that disgusting pigsty. You have my thanks.
This is Alm. He recently joined us in the Deliverance.
Oh, well, how simply lovely. Welcome. I am Claire. The young man may address me as Lady Claire or Milady.
It's a pleasure to meet you, milady.
So, from where do you hail, Alm?
I hail
Imagine you
the
run
small
into a
grand
girl that
village.
wants you to call her milady.
Village? You don't say. That's one of those places with all the cows and the barns and the fields, yes?
Yeah. Something like that.
My word.
Actually, don't imagine that. That's probably cursed. Run away if that ever happens.
Cows every day. I wager they bite, the nasty creatures. And yet you aren't smothered in manure. This is not what I pictured.
Right.
Claire.
Now that you've insulted my entire way of living,
In regards to his home.
His... Huh? Oh dear.
those things have feelings?
It's as Clive constantly reminds me. The deliverance is
Don't
not
suck
the
like
Knights
I
of
do.
Sophia.
And that.
Not every soldier in our ranks is noble, but we must treat them all as equals. The peasant must forgive his lady for this gauche breach of etiquette.
It's all right. The peasant, whose name is Alm, will get over it.
Oh, Alm, I can see you are truly kind. Might I ask you more about your village later? I'm ever so curious.
Of course.
Splendid! I've always wanted to know more about cows and pigs and such.
Yes, they're amazing creatures.
This woman is going to make our life hell.
Whew, she's going to be a handful. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Hey, what are you scheming? What? Nothing. Uh-huh.
Ah, yes. Hello, ally soldier.
Thank you for freeing us. I thought my time had come. You're new to the deliverance, right? Then you'll want
Yes,
to
I am,
guess.
Lloyd. That's correct.
They say Mother Milla has disappeared from her temple. That's why Rigel was able to break the divine accord, which was supposed to prevent
Actually, that's
her
not
from
Lloyd.
ever
That's
invading
fake
Sophia.
Dawn of the New World
I don't
Lloyd.
know how much of it's true, but it's disturbing nonetheless.
Well, we can also examine the spot where she was. Ah, glad I don't have to spend any time in here. Alright. Let us get a move on. Hey, Faye. Nope, never mind. Don't talk to Faye. You get the Faye cooties.
Used to all this fighting yet, Alm?
Meh.
You always were braver than me. I remember when we were children, and those knaves cornered us in the woods. You came to our rescue like a knight in shining armor.
I remember when we were children and I cornered you in your house. You fought viciously, but in the end, I overpowered you.
Then and now.
And I stole your clothes, and I consumed them into my skin flaps. Alright, let's go. This is what happens when Ross solo LPs, I guess, now. He just goes a little insane. I still have that coffee sitting up there from episode 1, still in touch. It is going to be ice cold when I get up there. That's fine. Alright, one more battle. Then I gotta do bed. Ugh. Go to work. Go to bed. Ah, yes, best map. I like it. I like it. Straight line forced. All this shit over here, who cares? 3 units, 2 units up there, who cares? Storm up there, that's fine. That's why I love this game. Why do you need all this space? I don't know. Just is. It's okay. Alright, Lucas, you're gonna give that back, actually. Sorry to give you hopes that you'd actually get something kind of cool. Because we're gonna give it to Claire instead. Because Claire with the Iron Lance will actually be able to do damage. And that's pretty cool. Okay, so we have a lot of bullshit coming our way. But if we just throw some nonsense at it, it should be okay. These guys hit pretty hard. And they take, like, no damage from Claire anyway. They take pitiful damage. We can't just keep using Faye, you know? We can't. I know it's very easy to just throw Clay into things, but... Or Faye, not Clay.
I've got this.
from Pokemon. Okay.
Stand back.
Alright, Tobin, pull him.
Come at me, fools.
Meanwhile, will pull you.
Allow me.
Actually, they might just shoot in
Nothing
this
will
case.
stop me. The mother walks with me.
Alright, friends. Let's see what happens. Nope, he went for Tobin. Oh, that's why he went for Tobin, because he knew he was going to miss. What a clown. What a whole circus. And Lucas has stopped doubling. You know, Lucas needs to get more kills. He does double. This would be a good way to set Lucas up with a kill. Just don't miss. You made up for it. You made up for it, my dude. Thank you.
Luck appears to be on my...
Alright. And now we can watch what happens when you Levin Sword.
Everything seems so much.
This is why Cliff is insane, by the way. He is dummy fast. Alright, what I'm thinking is we walk over here, heal you up, and we form a little bit of wall around Silk.
I feel the light.
Very nice.
Blessing.
Faye comes over here, blasts him, which I think will let Claire come in and kill. Yes, very nice. Nice crit.
Milla smiles upon you.
No one can reach Silk now, so that is okay by me. Alright, go get some experience, There's about to be a lot of stuff converging on our location. Merging on I-95, so we'll slap Gray there and see what happens. Sometimes just like the speed through the turn. Alright. What now? What now? Well, Lucas got beaten up a little bit.
Yeah, I got it.
So did however.
I can do this.
Okay. So we'll beat you up. That gets a level up. And we can get Tobin a level up if he manages to hit.
It's almost as if someone's watching over me.
Good res. Could you please get some defense, my dude? Not a huge deal, but it would be nice. Thank you. Okay, what else can we set up? He took advantage of the forests, which is pretty rude. Bringing it down to 13, which, honestly, he kills everything. Can you set something up, Gray? You can. Lovely. We do have to watch out about Silk.
Who doesn't love?
But I'm tempted to just kill the boss with Cliff. Which I think I'm just gonna do. Yeah, fuck it. Bang, bang. What boss? I don't see any boss. You see a boss around here?
I can handle it.
Can you handle it, my dude? Oof. Somebody's a little bit fast today. I think you're gonna sit over here and eat your orange.
That was refreshing.
Ow. Good lord, Lucas. Yep, the Cavs finally showed up. I don't like how they look. They're looking pretty rude. Can we set up a kill for good old Lucas? Yes, we can. I've got swap.
Allow me.
Decent skill that I barely ever use. Clair. How do you do against these two? You take 6 and 6. Okay. I think I'm just gonna wait it out. Actually, honestly, she could just ride up and just get a whack in. Even if both of them hit her, she doesn't die. So, might as well get some free damage in. You can go sit in the bush. No one can attack Silk. I don't think anyone's in an immediate threat of dying. Yeah, they're not even that scary. Alright. Send them in. They're gonna go after Lucas. Well, that was a good kill, so that works. Ow. Alright, go deal with them. Poke. Poke. He'll be stuck there for a while, which means we can get Tobin some experience. Ugh. Much better. Tobin, you son of a bitch. Can you do more than 3 damage? Yes, you can. Cool. Worthwhile. That's much better. That will certainly improve his survivability just a little bit. Alright. From there, we can just wait until that gets cleared out. If not, then we can just throw Cliff at it and blow him up with a lightning blade. Or Tobin, or who else? Who knows? Everyone else is pretty much around the same point. Pow. Pow. Alright. Everyone else who needs healing, go sit your butt down. Get in the line, people. We might be here a while.
Come on, you have to heal.
Come on, come on. Yeah, I'm getting that feeling. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, oops. I didn't realize you do 7 damage. Well, that's a problem. We can fix that. We just have to have Faye come in and shoot. And goodbye. Okay. That's fine. I'll take that.
It's nice to get stronger.
It's nice to have 7 defense as a mage.
Oh, I'm so glad you're safe.
That was definitely the Lucas grinding chapter. We'll take it. There he is.
Claire, you're safe.
Ferdinand.
Oh, good day, Fernand.
Fernand,
And
I
what
mean.
brings you here?
Need you even ask? When I heard you had been taken prisoner, I mounted my finest destrier and sped here at once. Sir Clive couldn't leave the hideout without its commander, of course. But I see I am a step behind regardless. Who is this rabble?
Are you talking about us?
Hi, sir.
They're not rabble, Fernand. This boy is Alm. He is the grandson of Sir Myson himself.
Myson's grandson? Lucas, I demand to know the meaning of this. You were ordered to find the general himself, not some mewling child. Sadly, Sir Myson was not so easily convinced. However, Alm and his friends have joined our cause in his stead. Is this some manner of folly to you, Lucas? Am I to be amused? Such base-born curs cannot possibly aid our cause. The Deliverance has no place for brats with pitchforks.
We've only cleared 20% of the continent already by ourselves.
These curs you so easily disparage fought valiantly for us. In fact, without Alm, we might not have retaken the southern outpost. I can vouch for their strength. As if the word of a backwater noble carries weight with me. Your entire house should be kissing the Knights of Sophia's feet.
I think that's enough. You can say whatever nasty things about me you like. I'll get over it. But Lucas deserves your respect.
I beg your pardon? Do I look like a man who listens to the opinions of peasants?
Then you can listen to me, because I happen to agree with him. Fernand, my brother already explained this to you, did he not?
Sir Clive, what exactly did he explain?
A soldier's worth is not determined by the station of his birth. If we do not all fight together as one, then we will never defeat Desai. Those are wise words. Unforgettable words. Desai's forces already have us at heel. Yet you would splinter us further?
You there, boy.
That's me, I take it?
Out of respect for Sir Clive, I will permit you to join the Deliverance. But you will learn your place. Now, Claire, seeing as you are safe, you have no need for these people. Come, let us return. We must report this matter to Sir Clive at once.
I will do no such thing. I'm going with Om.
A wise
Very well.
choice.
Do as you please.
Wow, what a jerk! I've never met someone so rude. I guess we've been spoiled by Lucas. He nearly convinced me that swinish knights are the exception, not the rule. But that was a swine, all right.
You poor dears must be so upset. I apologize for the way he treated you.
Don't be silly. You don't have to lower yourself for a miserable human being like that.
Oh my.
Oh, great. Here we go. What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, regardless, please don't think ill of Fernand. He wasn't always like this. The world changed him.
Did something happen to him?
Oh.
We live in trying times, and some things that transpire are difficult to put into words. In any case, we should be on our way.
Order for achieving uncommon levels of growth. Yeah, I guess that's true. That Lucas level up was definitely pretty good. Order for gaining renown across the kingdom of Zofia. Nice. You know what? Let's do this last one. I remember this being a map that Emily had a problem with because it was very simple. I think I know which map this is. Do we have any? Lucas, you used your item, so. Oh, that's steel bow. Do we want to give that to Tobin? Tobin's kind of fast. The hit rate sucks. It does give him an extra range. And it gives him more might. Alright. We'll use it. I wouldn't consider it otherwise, but you know what? For him. He's fast enough that I'll consider it. Let's go. Second battle of Southern Sophia. A river, a bridge, and 4 cavalier. Yeah, and also 4 cavalier on the side. Emily did not like this map. She found it very plain and flat and boring. Yeah, it kind of is. But it's also one small map that you can finish in about 5 minutes. So it really... I don't mind. A lot of these small skirmishes, I think of them like smaller pieces to a larger puzzle that eventually gets filled in by like the big castle maps that are actually a little bit more thought out. And yes, they certainly could have taken their time to make these a little bit more interesting. But also, it's over as soon as it starts, so I don't mind it too much. In any case, we can get a schmoove on. Who can we sit back this time around? Lucas has gotten experience, so he can plop it back. Let's go. So you're going to be riding forward immediately. Throw you on up there. Everyone else can take position right behind them. And we can get to work. That range, baby.
Just say the word.
The mother walks with me.
Allow me.
Very nice. Also, those cavaliers would be here before you know it. Am I fast enough to double them? I am not. Not with the bow. But if I'm only shooting one time, I get a fun 69 hit rate. So that's pretty cool. And I can get a kill to either him or... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Alright, just hit. Thank you. Ah, nuts. Bam. Jesus, you're busted. I'll take it.
Nice one.
I'm cool with you just going for it. Good crit. We take those.
Ever seen such physical perfection?
I knew you'd pull it off.
Listen, I don't care if the level ups are bad, but I'll still get pogged if they're good. Throw Gray in there. Ooh. A rare instance where swap is nice. Alright, go fuck him up. It is a skill I rarely ever use, but that's an instance in which it's actually kind of useful. To get her some more experience. We can get her even more experience, or we can get Tobin experience. Yeah, let's get Tobin experience. Ow. Oh, man. Ow, man. Tobin, why? I could unequip, but then I still do shit damage. I still don't kill. Yeah, well, let's get the hit in. And that lets me set up whoever I want. Probably Gray. I'll do. Silk can come on in. Give Claire her health back. And then we can get another kill to Cliff if we want. Or Faye. Faye could get it if I set it up with Bang. And bada bang. And look, they're right here. Perfectly timed. So, if we take that bridge, then that prevents them from coming at us. They can't canto, so they all get clogged there, and then we can slowly whittle them down. None of them have anything special, right? Nah, just a little bit of damage, which I do not consider particularly special. Meanwhile, we can snipe them from range with bows and this bullshit lightning sword. That will remain bullshit for a little period of time. Especially in the hands of a guy who can always double with it. Difficult boss, huh? Not anymore. Who wants a free kill? Tobin, that would be a delicious experience for you. Thinking you can hit a 67. Okay, he heard me. He got mad.
We are lucky to have you.
We are lucky to have you, Tobin. What a sassy line. I think Lucas can charge forward. And these horses are still a doubling. I would prefer if you could get healed, Claire, instead of walking forward and getting killed. But, you know, sometimes things happen. Fuck it. Go get him, Gray. This way Faye can get some experience. Melt. And that way Lucas can get some experience. Takes 3s from both of them. Yeah, sure, why not? Poke. Oh, I can just run across the river. Oh, but the horses can't. Nice. And this is where the hidden parts of the map design kind of come in handy. Because now we have them gated. And we can run across the river, but they can't. They're just going to sit over there and beat the shit out of poor Lucas, aren't they? Oh, well.
I can handle it.
Yeah, the map is way too enormous, but, you know, what Fire Emblem game doesn't have a map that's overly big? Pow. And why not? It's been a little bit.
Nothing will stop me.
Can we set up something for Claire? Can you do 11 damage, Claire? You cannot. There's no way you're gonna do it. Could Ooh, doesn't double. Well, yes, then does set this up. Very nice. Claire, god damn it. Claire! Alright, whatever. Oh, right, he was in a forest. Okay, that wasn't fair. Sorry, Claire. That's not your fault.
Hey, can the next fight be less painful?
You'll get over it. Jeez.
Well fought, everyone.
Well fought
The
indeed.
Deliverance's hideout is just a stone's throw away now. I'll send a messenger ahead to inform Sir Clive of our arrival. Let us make haste. I'm sure he'll be quite eager to meet you.
Echoes does a lot with very minimal design. It doesn't need some big grandiose map in order to please and surprise you. It's not trying to go for a visual spectacle. It's like, hey, here's a river. There's a couple bushes. What are you going to do with it? Anyway, that's going to be Valencia for today. I really do need to be going to bed because I got work in the morning, or I guess at night. God, what a weird schedule. When we come back next time, we'll take on the castle, and we'll keep moving forward. Bye-bye, everyone.